Ever wondered what opens and closes the guard cells? So guard cells actually surround the openings called stomata, which are found on the underside of the leaf. And it's actually all to do with what those guard cells do as to whether they open or close. Have you wondered how that happens? Well, it's actually to do with ion movement, and then because of a change in water potential, water will move because of osmosis. So which ions is it? Well, plants are interesting because what they do is they transport hydrogen ions out of the cell. So what you have to understand is that they have these guard cells, specialized chloroplasts, which are going to detect blue light. When they detect blue light, that will then activate for them to start pumping hydrogen ions out of the cell. Now, because they're pumping hydrogen ions out of the cell, what's going to happen is the cell inside is going to become more negative. And that's going to result in voltage-gated potassium channels opening and potassium flooding in. Now, when the potassium goes in, that's going to lower the water potential inside the cell. So water is going to move in by osmosis down the water potential gradient. Well, as the water is moving in, that's going to make the cell swell up and become turgid, but the inner wall is thicker and less elastic, and therefore that causes the cells to curve, which creates this opening, the stroma. So what happens in the dark? Well, when it's dark, what you've got is that there's no longer blue light activating for the pumping out of the hydrogen ions. So they're no longer being pumped out. So voltage-gated potassium channels aren't going to open now because it's depolarized. Instead, what we're going to have is we're going to have other channels which are going to be opened. And this time potassium is going to move out of the cell. So when potassium moves out of the cell, that's going to cause the water potential to change. And because the water potential is changing, water is going to move out by osmosis. And that's going to cause the cell to become flaccid, and therefore the cells straighten up, which closes the stroma. I hope you find that helpful. If you do, please remember, like, share, comment, and I'll try to make more for you.